Welcome to my series on learning how to code with Roblox Studio. I actually learned programming through Roblox, and it made understanding the fundamentals way easier. If coding seems intimidating, don't worry, you're exactly who this series is for. We'll be learning Lua, one of the easiest programming languages, and once you learn the basics, you'll be able to apply them to almost any language. To get started, let's insert two new parts into the workspace. We'll name one part 1 and the other part 2. Next, I'll add a script that we'll be working in. Now let's write our first line of code. The syntax for this is local, and then the name of the variable equals whatever we want the variable to represent. In this case, our variable is the part in workspace. We can access it by calling workspace.part1. That's great, but doesn't do anything on its own. Under the part's properties, we can see we can change the brick color. Now that we have a variable representing the part, we can also change the color in our script. Just like how we got part 1 from workspace, we can also get brick color with a dot. Next, we set it equal to a new brick color and supply it a name. This drop-down menu gives us all our options, or you can type it manually if you want. Running the code, we see the color was successfully changed. Now let's try another property, size. We can see it takes 3 numbers, x, y, and z. In RoStudio, size is represented by vector 3. Just like what we did with brick color, we'll create a new vector 3 and give it the numbers we want to make the size. I'm going to make it a 10 by 10 by 10 cube. Let's run it and see. And it worked. Both the magenta color and size properties have been updated. I'm sorry, part 2, don't think I've forgotten about you. We can reassign our part variable to represent part 2 instead of part 1. As you can see, the first line where we assigned part 1 to the variable part no longer matters. Variables can only hold one value at a time, so when we assign part 2 to part, it replaces the old value. Part now refers to part 2, not part 1. To fix this, we can give part 2's variable a new name, new part. Now we can edit both parts at once. Let's give part 2 its own color. We're also going to give it a new size, bigger than part 1 because I feel bad for neglecting it at the start. You may have noticed I put the wrong variable name. This was not meant to be in the tutorial and was an actual mistake I made, but I left it in because I thought it would be a good lesson to be careful what you're typing. Coding is very literal, and 90% of it is trying to figure out what errors you've made and how to correct them. The best way to learn to code is by practice, so if you really want to learn, try experimenting yourself and make mistakes. There are so many places to go for help if you get stuck. Before you open Google or the Roblox Developer Forum, comment here so I get engagement. Let me know if this type of video is helpful and what types of tutorials you'd like me to make once I finish making videos on the basics. And if you have any questions about how making Roblox games connects to software development, feel free to ask.